Today I'm addressing a question I get asked a lot. Why do I talk so much about Christianity? Why not focus on Islam or Judaism or other religions? Well, here's the deal. I'm an atheist living in the United States, a country where Christianity has a disproportionate influence on politics, laws, and daily life. Essentially, Christianity is up in my grill. Right now, Christian nationalists are actively working to impose their beliefs on everyone else, whether we share their faith or not. So today, I'm breaking down the top 10 reasons why I fight Christianity over other religions. Let's start with number 10, manipulating elections and policies. Christian nationalists wield enormous influence over elections. Churches like Liberty University openly campaign for conservative candidates, promoting theocratic policies through their congregations. The goal is to pass laws that reflect their beliefs while marginalizing everyone else. And they do it en masse all across the country. All these churches influencing all these politicians. Number 9, targeting non-Christian practices. Christian nationalists don't just stop at imposing their beliefs. They also actively target other religions. In Oklahoma, for instance, lawmakers tried to ban hijabs under the guise of anti-mask laws. While these efforts don't always succeed, they reveal the broader hostility towards non-Christian practices. Number 8, their anti-science stances. Science often clashes with Christian fundamentalism, and unfortunately, science is losing in some cases. In Kentucky, the Ark Encounter, a creationist museum, teaches that the Earth is only 6,000 years old and that humans lived alongside dinosaurs. They're using public funding for this nonsense, turning science education into a farce. Number 7, stacking the courts. One of the most strategic moves by Christian nationalists has been stacking the courts with judges who share their ideology. Amy Coney Barrett is a perfect example. Her deeply religious background influences her rulings, like in Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization, which overturned Roe v. Wade. These decisions don't just affect Christians, though. They impact all of us, whether we believe in their faith or not. Number 6, blurring the line between church and state. Christian nationalists are also eroding the separation of church and state. Look no further than Alabama, where Chief Justice Roy Moore installed a Ten Commandments monument in a state courthouse. When he was ordered to remove it, he doubled down, claiming the U.S. laws are based on Christianity. It's a clear example of imposing religious beliefs on a secular system, and we should expect to see more of this now that the far right has control of the presidency, the House, and the Senate. Number 5, the Dominionism agenda. Let's talk about Dominionism. This is the idea that Christians should control every major institution in society, from governments to education to media. It's all part of something called the Seven Mountains Mandate. Go look it up. A framework that Christian nationalists actively push. They don't just want influence. They want outright dominance. Number 4, censoring school content. It's not just the Bible they want in schools. It's everything else they don't like out of schools. Evolution, LGBT plus information, history, and even certain books are being banned because they conflict with Christian ideology. In Tennessee, for example, they banned the book Mouse, claiming it was inappropriate. These bans are part of a broader effort to sanitize history and education according to Christian values. Number 3, discrimination against LGBTQ plus communities. Christian nationalists are also at the forefront of anti-LGBTQ plus policies. Remember the Masterpiece cake shop case where a baker refused to make a wedding cake for a same-sex couple, claiming his religious beliefs gave him the right to discriminate. That Supreme Court ruling opened the door for countless others to deny services to LGBTQ plus folks, all in the name of religious freedom. Number 2, forcing the Bible into public schools. Across the country, Christian conservatives are pushing bills to introduce mandatory Bible instruction in public schools. They claim it's about biblical literacy, but let's be real here. It's a thinly veiled attempt to indoctrinate our children with their religious ideology. Public schools are supposed to be secular, yet states like Florida, Louisiana, and Oklahoma are trying to turn them into Sunday schools. Before we get to number 1, if you like what I do and you'd like to support the channel, click the link in the description below and become a channel member. It's a fun group, and we got a lot of cool perks coming. So join us up, have fun. And finally, number 1, abortion restriction. Let's end with one of the most glaring examples, abortion. Christian nationalists have spearheaded the movement to ban or severely restrict abortion access across the country. Take Texas, for example. Their infamous Heartbeat Act bans abortion as early as 6 weeks, before many people even know they're pregnant. It's based entirely on the belief that life begins at conception, which is rooted in Christian theology. But here's the kicker. This affects everyone, not just Christians. It forces their religious views onto non-Christian women and people who don't agree with them. So there you have it. The top 10 reasons I focus on Christianity in the US. This isn't about hating Christians or ignoring the harmful actions of other religions. It's about fighting the biggest threat to secularism and equality in this country right now.